Greetings and welcome. This is the Gadget 360 show with me, Rajiv Makni. But today I am absolutely not important on the show because I am bringing to you an incredible story. So AR Rahman has come up with a lot of new products which we are going to be actually reviewing on the show. But that also gave me a chance to meet up with the legend AR Rahman. Exclusive interview with the man himself. We'll speak to him about the evolution of audio. How important is women power for him because his mother, his daughters, very important in everything that he does. We'll speak about the fact that he's moved towards VR films and a lot of technology. And then we'll move on to two very, very cool products from a very cool company called Stuffcool. A wireless power bank. Yes, a wireless power bank and a GAN charger. Now, both have very, very incredible future technology that we'll actually have in our hands and review for you right now. Then we'll move on to our next review, the HP Smart Tank 580. Now, this is an all-in-one printer from their Smart Tank series, already a very iconic series from them. But they're now really taking it to the next level. This is really bang for buck printing with a lot of smart features, and it looks really, really good. Let's get started with today's show.
OpenAI's much-awaited ChatGPT took the internet by storm with its unexpected AI charm. This revolutionary chat box answers questions at incredible speeds and responds like any normal person. Its essay writing feature is a treat for college students because it seamlessly completes the paper for you. It is a must-try program for sure. 2020's Game of the Year Among Us is finally back with a new and improved hide-and-seek version. This new game brings heart-racing action and calls for some classic social deduction skills. In this version, the killer is revealed from the start and your goal is to hide, run and survive till the game ends. A contemporary twist on a classic game.
Our top story today is all to do with JBL. They've come up with new products which we will be reviewing very, very soon, but it gave me a chance to meet up with the legend AR Rahman. And boy, did we have an amazing time talking. So I'm bringing you some parts of that interview. It was a very long conversation. I spoke to him about the advancement in audio. What does he think about the kind of stuff that he uses? What speakers does he love? His journey with JBL. The evolution of audio and music for film. The kind of films he's producing now. Why he's taking technology to a new level. What is Qatrar, the new company? The FIRDAUS Orchestra, which is an all-women's orchestra. This is AR Rahman Unplugged. I have to say, as I walked in out here, I was expecting many things. One, of course, meeting a legend. So I have to just say that there's a bit of a fan moment. I know I'm supposed to have just a normal conversation with you, but this is a big fan moment for me because I think really very few people in their lifetime are already legends. So now that I've embarrassed you and put you into a situation, ab kya kare? The part that has surprised me as I walked in out here, the amount of tech you're surrounded with. So you don't have any aspirations to start hosting tech shows or anything because I'll be out of a job.
No, I think it was like I was left with all these amazing synthesizers, and when my dad had bought the first synthesizer in South India,
Okay.
and he got a free ticket. Japan, he passed away in '76. So my toys were all, rhythm machines and synthesizers and combo organs and stuff like that. And then I grew up with that.
Which is the way you think music should be consumed?
It's a personal choice for people how they should listen to music. Some people have the best systems. Like doctors, I've heard them say that, I finish my work, I just have my system and I close my eyes and listen to music. Some of them are on headphones. But the worst is having a mobile phone listening to. That's not bad. And those tiny speakers, that is disservice to all the creative people who work so hard.
The association, the partnership that you have with JBL, with the entire thing that you do with them. Take me through the association.
Yeah.
Or why them? They have a great legacy with sound.
Yeah. But so the first professional monitors I ever saw was a 4412, I think. Okay. I saw it in a studio called Media Artists. And I said, I need to buy it. And it was very expensive. And so I had to collect money. I had a second-hand some other speaker, like a home theater speaker in my studio. I couldn't afford it. And I had a good reference monitor, the Control 5, I think.
Okay.
Which was again JBL.
Right.
Then this 4412s, I got finally money and then bought it. I bought them. So, and my memory of JBL was very early on. And then when the M2s came now, I just grabbed it. I told JBL guys, get me those. I want that in every studio of mine, like Mumbai and Chennai.
Oh, so that's what you have everywhere?
Yeah, because they're mastering speakers.
Right, absolutely.
And it's fantastic.
What is the JBL Fest all about? Take me through, what's that experience like? I mean, what happens?
I think it's bringing people towards JBL, first of all, and that festival actually kind of helps you to meet the cool artists and dealers, and so some of them have never met and they see me for the first time from Cochin. They come and meet me there, or from other countries, like from Korea, and so it's nice to see. And then I love to hear their thoughts about music, where it's going, and what happens in their place, and how they listen to music, and it's a nice exchange thing. I think it's important for us.
So, scoring music for movies now. It now has a very different demand, right? I mean, you've got to be able to do Dolby Atmos, you've got to be able to do a sound that is as good as the incredible visuals that you have on screen, all of that, right?
That's what pulls them to the theater. The placement of the audio and Dolby Atmos and all that stuff is really challenging and also demanding, exhausting. But to answer your question about what has changed in scoring because of all this, and initially even the vocals have to be because it was very theater driven, so everybody used to shout, and because only when you shout the speaker would. Now you can whisper, and that will come in. The softest whisper is the loudest, and even in the scoring thing, you don't need to jam pack like 160 piece orchestra. You can have just one solo instrument processed in a way where it fills the whole ambience, and one voice can just make a cue.
I want to ask you about the mask. Why that entire thought process so much? I mean, the kind of buzz around that is now absolutely deafening. So tell us a little bit more about this.
I think I had to bring my wife into things. If somebody comes 20 feet away, she'll tell what scent he's wearing.
Oh, right. Okay.
And she'll run away if it's a bad smell. so she's like that. She's gifted with that. And I was like, to cheer her up one day, I said, hey, let's take a movie with scent. And I was like, oh, we'll take a rent a place, build a theater with projectors, and then scent will be up. And then by then VR had come. And I said, why don't we bring that idea to this one? And then everything happened. We did a previs, and then we went to Rome, shot this thing. And it was a very slow process, because like how cinema had challenges in the beginning, the cameras need stitching, and the stitching was not good enough with the computer, so we had to manually find places. Everybody kind of washed their hands off it. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring it back, because thousands of people have worked on it, and under the leadership, I should bring that to the world. And then we had a little snippet at Cannes Festival 3-4 years back, and people were queuing to watch it. And I said, something told me that this is special. You should not leave it.
You're also becoming a huge brand ambassador for Women Power. You did this concert, which is an all-women orchestra, which is done, out there. Is this an important thing? Is this something that you do consciously? Is this something that you anyway feel within, that women are really going to be?
I've been brought up by a single woman, my mom.
Right.
And she was a powerhouse, right? I've seen her get humiliated by the world. 100 people will be watching when she was getting humiliated by her own family. So I was watching all that, and I just now respect her so much, because this woman had 3-4 kids, husband died, single-handedly brought us up. She faced all the challenges. Then, she stood by me, and that's why I had to mention her on the Oscars. So, when I said my mother is there, and mere paas maai. That whole thing came because it's the background that is just the tip of the iceberg. The whole iceberg is what she did for us. Talking about FIRDAUS, I had a call when my friend Shekhar Kapoor introduced me to Her Excellency Vimal Hashmi of Dubai, and I met her, and she said, AR, can you make a women orchestra? I said, well, this is groundbreaking. A person from the government asking me, in an Arab country, asking me to make musical orchestra filled with women. And the idea itself was groundbreaking. So I got my friend Mesa Kara and all my friends together, and we formed a team, and we auditioned, and we now have one of the most dynamic women orchestra in the world.
I'm going to ask you one or two of the very quick questions. Typically when two people sit down, the quick fire is something that is always interesting, and for the audience it always comes out very quickly. So First and foremost, now the techie part of you I want to explore. So if you were only able to have one gadget, all the others were to be taken away for some reason. If you've only allowed
the smartphone is not there.
Yeah, you can take back one. What is the one tech you can't live without?
I can live without anything.
Okay, which is the one that you would still love to have back?
The phone, because the phone's got my voice recorder, which I use a lot. Then I have emails. I'm not on WhatsApp much.
Okay.
And that's it. I think I have my direction compass. I use my stopwatch for like a prayer bead.
Okay.
So the tap one. Okay. Because I don't have a prayer bead.
Okay.
So these are the apps mostly I use.
Okay.
And
nice.
I use the Tampura app for practicing. And photograph, of course.
Okay, so you've truly defined why a smartphone is the reason why 175 standalone gadgets all retired. You've just named about 8 to 10 that most people wouldn't even know about, how every one of us uses phones very differently. Is this a good move forward, that professional features, professional products are now available for everybody to consume?
Absolutely. I think why deny that to people? Why you have something, why deny? And when it comes, even when you get it for even a budget price, and everybody can enjoy that, and then that raises the bar. That raises the bar and what's good and what's bad.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. I think this is, I came here to have a conversation with you. I think it's become an education.
Okay.
And I think, no, I've absolutely loved this. Thank you so much. And I hope we can get to do this more often. But I will see you at your party at the JPL Fest. Okay, let's move on now to two very cool products. Love these products from a company called Stuffcool. Now, this is a brand that is really making waves for very innovative accessories. We've got the wireless power bank and a GAN charger. So the GAN charger, as you can see, this is really small. Small little thing, 35 watts of charging. You know what all it can charge? Well, obviously your phones and your tablets. It can even do laptops. Yes, we've tried it out and it works absolutely fantastic. Very affordable option. If you take a look at what maybe Apple and others can do, this is maybe 1/3 to 1/4. But what I really love about this is the size. I mean, this is really small. And then we'll move on to a very innovative product. This is a magnetic power bank. So a power bank, stick to the back of your phone if you have Apple or otherwise, but it can work with others also. Let's take a look at both these products because I think both are absolute game changers.
Every device you own needs a charger, and each comes with a different configuration. As a result, you end up carrying multiple chargers everywhere, which is super inconvenient. Stuffcool's most recently launched devices, the wireless power bank and the GAN charger, seem like promising alternatives to your problem. But can they follow through? Let's find out. The GAN charger comes with a gallium nitride semiconductor, hence the name. It is 20 times faster than the usual silicon technology semiconductors. Along with speed, the GAN semiconductor also guarantees low heat and high efficiency. It enables the charger to handle 3 times the power requirements without causing a heat overload. So, in terms of speed and performance, this is definitely winning over the competition. Also, we finally have a charger that comes in more than just the white color. You can choose the new and distinctive blue option. One big disappointment with the GAN charger is that it only has a single port. You can only connect a Type-C wire to it and can only charge one device at a time. It is a 35-watt charger, meaning that it can charge most medium energy devices like phones, tablets or laptops. Stuffcool's wireless power bank, on the other hand, can charge more than one device at a time. Like the name suggests, the power bank has magnetic wireless charging capabilities but is limited to iPhones that are generation 12 and above. If your phone meets the criteria, the phone magnetically latches onto the bank and stays put. The power bank takes the iPhone to a 50% level with 30 minutes of charge, which is a great deal. If you do want a faster option or have an Android phone, you can charge it through the Type-C or USB-A port with a charging wire. You can also see the available amount of battery on the bank by looking at the display on the top. Stuffcool's wireless bank is a good choice because it has an intelligent control circuit that protects itself and the phone from overpower or a short circuit. It allows for 500 times of charge and discharge cycle, which is valuable at this price point. Talking about price, the wireless power bank comes at the cost of Rs 4,990, which is not conveniently cheap but still affordable, especially when it comes to the multiple ports and the magnetic charging option. The GAN charger, on the other hand, is priced at Rs 1999, which is the standard cost for most charging heads. Both are easy on the pocket figuratively and literally. Its compact size makes them suitably portable, so much so that you can carry it in your pocket. Both are light and weigh less than 200 grams, making it easy on the hand. On the whole, Stuffcool has given us some great substitutes to the issue of carrying all our chargers around. Will you give them a chance?
Let's take a quick break right now on the show, and we come back, lots more happening. Next up is the HP Smart Tank 580 printer. Now the Smart Tank series is a very cost efficient way of printing, scanning, photocopying, faxing, well, I hope you're not faxing right now, but if you are, it can do it for you. So automatic on-off technology, new smart buttons, very easy setup. We were able to do it maybe in seconds. Self-healing Wi-Fi is another new thing. The ink sensors now are far more available and you can see them easily. And the spill-free refill bottles work really well.
If we were to ask you about some of your favorite in-house gadgets, we can guarantee that no one's first thought would be a printer. But HP Smart Tank 580 is about to change your mind. Believe it or not, the competition for printers is quite high, and its most recent player, the HP Smart Tank 580, comes with a lot of promise. At first glance, it looks very similar to its predecessors, especially the Smart Tank 790, which was reviewed earlier this year. But in accessing the product, we found that the Smart Tank 580 offers everything the previous printers do and much more. Let's dive in and see how. Externally speaking, there are a few improvements, starting with the tray. The earlier model had it popping out even after closing it, but in this version the tray goes all the way in, saving space. Another tiny change is that all the ink tanks have moved to the same side. It doesn't feel like a needed change, but it saves a little extra time in terms of monitoring the ink levels. It gives you all the info in one corner, plus there is the added benefit of the aesthetics. It looks better when placed together. A major change in the design is the touchpad. Not only has the size increased, but there are new smart buttons that speed up the process. These buttons allow you to signal, approve, or cancel commands with a single touch. This is a lot faster than the previous swipe and locate version. Moving on to the setup, there is an easy mobile guided step-by-step process. All you have to do is download the Smart app and connect via the Wi-Fi. The app will show you the way forward. If you are a traditionalist that prefers paper over phone, not to worry, there is a physical manual with detailed instructions, not to mention the lineup of setup videos provided by HP Online. HP provides 5 ink bottles that come with the printer, 2 black ink bottles and the other 3 with variations of our primary colors, yellow, red and blue. These bottles are not only convenient with their zero spill tops, but are also made with recycled material. They are both eco-friendly and efficient at refilling the tanks. These bottles supply enough ink to print 12,000 black copies and 6,000 color printouts. Of course, this number depends on the printed content. If every print is full coverage, the ink will finish sooner. But with mediocre coverage, it will last till the given limit. Regardless, you get to print at a fraction of the average cost, which is a huge benefit. The print quality itself is exemplary. The print resolution for black is 1200 by 1200 and for color it is 4800 by 1200. Both not bad, but of course images come out better in color. The details are amazing and the color depth and accuracy is unmatched. An important requirement for printers besides the quality is its durability, and printers have had a bad reputation for it in the past. It's hard to verify the durability for this printer, but the Smart Tank 580 comes with new features that promise long-lasting results. For starters, it has an ink sensor that notifies you when the levels are low, increasing the printhead's lifespan and significantly limiting the need for its frequent replacement. The printer has a manual photocopy feature that copies your required data with the help of the top two smart buttons. The right button is for black and white printouts, while the left is for color. As mentioned before, with one easy press, you can photocopy documents, photos, and even IDs. Moving from the printer to the phone, the Smart app has a lot to offer. It allows you to print, scan, copy, and even fax files. Within each category, you can find more features to explore and use as per your need. We did struggle a bit with the text extraction feature. We were really excited at first, but later disappointed by the inaccuracy in the text. This is an all-in-one package that comes at the cost of Rs 18,848, which is quite affordable. So will you add this printer to your top-at-home gadgets?
Alright, that then was the Gadget 360 show for this week. A very big treat with AR Rahman and JBL on the show. But now I have to announce that one show, or two shows actually, that you've been waiting for all year. The Gadget 360 Year-Ender. Two of the biggest experts in the country join me and we'll evaluate everything. Which were the big headlines? What were the disappointments in tech and gadgets in 2022? And then each category will be looked into, from TWS to smartwatches to TVs to headphones to speakers. In each we'll try and find what was the best and what really did not live up to expectations. And of course, the best part, we'll do our predictions of the future of tech in 2023. Do join me then.